Now, when I heard this last night, at first I was shocked. Then I was shocked that I was shocked. You see, I'm no Angela Lansbury, and this isn't Cabot Cove, but keen-eyed observers may have noticed they've been dropping a few hints, a few clues that this might be coming down the pike. Personally, I got suspicious when Neil Gorsuch stopped wearing his pussy hat.
If the court's decision is released officially, abortion will be illegal in about half the states in America. Yeah, that means all across the country, women in places like South Dakota or Missouri or even Texas will have the exact same abortion rights as women in Afghanistan under the Taliban. Yeah, and just think about that. We just evacuated people out of Afghanistan, and now we're gonna have to evacuate them out of Tennessee?
It's mystifying, it's baffling. You know, for the past 2 years, we've seen people crying out for medical autonomy, you know, from pushback on like mask mandates to anti-vaccination protests. And yet, now some of the most vocal opponents of government interference in medical care are supporting a decision that says, your body, my choice. And make no mistake, this is the biggest rollback of human rights in modern US history. And we know what a reversal of reproductive rights looks like because your parents and grandparents, they lived it already. When abortion is illegal, it doesn't stop abortions, it still happens. It just has incredibly devastating consequences for mothers and their families. And of course, the most devastating consequences so often fall on communities of color and the economically disadvantaged.
It's important to remember how we got here. Because keep in mind that poll after poll shows that a majority of Americans don't want Roe v. Wade to be overturned. But the GOP didn't care about that. No, they didn't care about winning over the people. They just cared about getting enough justices onto the court to get what they want. Basically, they use the same tactic that asshole friend of yours uses when they're ordering pizza. Hey, what topics does everyone want? What do you want on the pizza? Extra cheese and pepperoni. Well, I'm ordering, so it's anchovies and pineapples. Dick. And that's basically how you end up with a Supreme Court decision that amounts to a hostile takeover of America's reproductive rights. And look, this ruling is bad enough on its own, but it also sets a new precedent that could make things even worse. Because if the right to privacy that Roe is based on doesn't actually exist, then all sorts of things could become illegal. Contraception, gay marriage, sex before marriage, adultery, masturbation. I mean, everyone assumed that these things were here to stay. Yeah, but give this court some time and you can just wake up and find yourself back in the 1960s. Except you wouldn't have hitchhiking, which was the best part of the 1960s.